everybody. I've moved outside because it is so beautiful out today. So we are going to do Act 4, Scene 4. It is a really quick scene. In fact, there's only 2 pages. And I looked for a movie version of it or a play performance version of it, and I couldn't even find one. The reason being is you could perform your production of the play with or without this scene. And that's actually the question that I'm going to ask you is, if you were directing this play, would you include the scene or not? Because it's really just an opportunity for comic relief. The play is very serious. And this scene is kind of a little bit of a break from that. Of course, it's very serious after Act 3. It's not serious before then. So because there's such a balance of comedy and tragedy in the play, I think Shakespeare thought now was the time to add some levity, which means lightness, like you leaven bread, you make it lighter, because things are feeling very tragic. So in the scene, Lady Capulet and the nurse are making preparations for the ceremony, and Capulet is too. I think part of this is to let us realize that time has passed as well. And an interesting detail is in the middle of page 1, Capulet says, "Look to the bake meats, good Angelica, spare not for the cost." The nurse's name is Angelica, and I would have never guessed that because there's nothing angelic about her. Capulet and Lady Capulet kind of are teasing each other, which is also kind of a nice sort of sense of levity, because they're so serious in their interactions before this, and there's a sense that maybe their relationship is a little tense based upon things that they each say about the other and about marriage in general. Okay. All right, and then on page 2, they hear music, and the music is indicating that Paris is arriving with he brought musicians for the ceremony, and so then the nurse is sent to go wake up Juliet while they talk to Paris. And of course, when the nurse goes upstairs to wake up Juliet, she can't because Juliet's in the coma. So that's all I have for this scene. My question to you is, if you were directing the play, would you include the scene or would you leave it out? There's advantages to both, and so it's going to be, would you include the scene, why or why not? So I will see you again for Scene 5 of Act 4.